What's this? A YouTuber talking about awkward experiences? Never seen that on YouTube before. Nevertheless, today I'm going to be telling you about 5 of some of the most awkward situations I've ever found myself in. Awkward encounter number 1. One time at my old school, I had to explain to my English teacher why I was late, and the reason was because I had gone to lunch 1 whole hour before I was supposed to go. Though my English teacher wasn't very amused, the rest of my class were. The funny thing is how long it took me to realise what I'd done, because it was halfway through the lesson by the time I realised. I had gone out of the school, into town, gone to Tesco's, got my lunch, gone back up to the Year 10 centre, no one around, and I'm like, where is everyone? Even when I saw some people through a classroom window in a maths classroom, I assumed they were all having detention during the lunch break. Never once did it cross my mind that it was actually still lesson time until I checked the time on my phone and ended up having to explain all of this to my English teacher in front of the whole class. Awkward situation number 2. I was recently on holiday in Italy, and though Italy is a very nice place, I don't really speak much Italian at all, and at one of the restaurants that we visited, the waitress there didn't speak much English at all. About halfway through the meal, my dad spilled some of his drink on the table, so naturally the staff of the restaurant came to help us, sort us out, make sure everything was okay. They've already come to help us once. We're British. We don't like that. We like to pretend that nothing's gone wrong so that we don't have to inconvenience the staff. So then about 10 minutes later, a bunch of flies start circling around the table. Naturally, I wafted them away, not thinking that the waitress might misconstrue this for me asking for more help. This resulted in me thinking, I know what the best thing to do here is. I'm going to try in sign language. I was wafting away a fly. We didn't go back to that restaurant. Awkward situation number 3. I was waiting for my friend at the local train station before we both went on to our other friend's house. And now, in general, I find waiting for someone in public quite an awkward thing to do. You have to sort of look on your phone constantly or look around just so you can convey to the surrounding people you are waiting for someone, not just standing still in a public place because for some reason that amuses you. But anyway, I was waiting by the train station entrance. That's where we had agreed to meet. I'd walked down from my house, which is quite a fair distance, so I was a little tired. Next thing I know, some kind of alarm is going off in the train station. I'm blissfully ignorant of the fact that I have caused this by leaning on the alarm button. For about 5 seconds, then I realised that this was in fact my fault. I then had to turn to the machine behind me and try everything I could to turn it off. I even tried sort of just putting my hand over the button in the hopes that might quiet the noise. I was getting looks from everyone on the street, and it was not the smoothest thing that I've ever done. Eventually, the guy from the ticket office contacted me through the intercom. Then I explained to the man what I had done. He was very understanding about it, although I was still getting funny looks from everyone on the street. Awkward situation number 4. This one happened quite a while ago, also at a train station actually. What it was is my friend Adam discovered that on the train tickets we get, in the corner, there's a little sign that says STD, which is an abbreviation of standard. However, given the fact that we were 14, 15 at the time this was discovered, we were aware that there is a slightly different meaning to STD, and in our immature minds, not that we've improved much, we found it very funny. The thing is that the ticket barriers in Leeds, you have to put the ticket in a certain way round, and it just so happens you have to put it in STD first. We'd gone into Leeds, all my friends had gone through the barriers, but I was having a bit of trouble with mine. And then I hear my friend Matthew call from across the station, a very busy station might I add, "Tom! Try putting it in STD first!" To which I instinctively reacted by shouting even louder, "I'm putting it in STD first!" And then we left the train station and went into Leeds without making eye contact with anyone around us. And now on to awkward situation number 5. This was one of those conversations where you say something and then instantly regret it. Basically, I was in college and we were learning all about the media sector. We were watching this video that was full of statistics about how the internet had revolutionised the modern world. And one of the statistics that came up said something along the lines of 40% of married couples nowadays meet online. I'm not sure if that's the exact statistic, but it was something along those lines. And I turned to the girl next to me, because I have quite old-fashioned beliefs, like I like to meet people face to face before I married them. But anyway, I turned to the girl next to me and I said, "Don't you think that's kind of sad?" And then she turned to me and she said, "I met my boyfriend online." And I believe my exact words at that moment in time were, Needless to say, I felt slightly embarrassed, and the rest of that 3-hour class just flew by. So anyway, those are some of the 5 most awkward things that I can think of that I thought I would tell you for your amusement so you can laugh at my pain. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, give it a bit of thumbs up. You might want to subscribe to see more stuff like this. The subscribe button's not even up there, it's down there, isn't it? Anyway, goodbye.